Win consecutive Olympic gold medals.
I did something that made history.
Fastest in women's boxing history to win 5 titles in 2 weight divisions. First female to headline a main event on premium TV. Now Shields has set her sights on being the one to revolutionize the sport in the U.S. and take it to heights unseen.
Tonight is my night. I'm gonna make history.
As she strives to fulfill her self-proclaimed destiny as the GWOAT, greatest woman of all time. In Europe, women's boxing is already on the map, and German superstar Christina Hammer is the face of the sport's growing popularity. She has reigned over the middleweight division for nearly a decade with style, a stiff jab, and an undeniable mastery of the sweet science. She's a tactician in the ring, a champion, an icon. She is Lady Hammer. If ever there was a worthy opponent to the seemingly unstoppable force that is Claressa Shields, it is this 5-time champion. And make no mistake about it, this will be the biggest fight in women's boxing history. It's the fight that's time has finally come. Shields versus Hammer for the undisputed middleweight championship of the world.
I'm the greatest woman of all time. I'm the champ.
We're going to see.
This is All Access.
We're going to see.
Shields versus Hammer.
We're going to see. You know, there's a lot to talk about with this fight that I just can't talk about in just one video. So, just like we do here on TstreeT Controversy Live, we cover every single major fight live, uncut, and we provide full coverage. Press conferences, weigh-ins, media workout stuff is going to be uploaded to the website. Who do you got? In honest to God truth, my heart is saying Claressa Shields, but I'm very worried that Lady Hammer will be able to keep her away with the jab and the height. She has a very high ring IQ. Go back and watch her fight with Sophie Mathis on YouTube. Very controversial. Looked like a flop to me. It was years ago. And Sophie Mathis is a legend in women's boxing. And she also beat the shit out of Holly Holm one night, and it was poor refereeing by whoever that fucking guy was. But moving on. Fight's taking place April the 13th, 2019 in the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. Tickets are not doing well, ladies and gentlemen. People have been on my live stream. TstreeT, why won't you talk about the ticket sales for the Claressa Shields fight? Why won't you talk about the ticket sales for Crawford versus Khan? You're always talking about PBC ticket sales. No, I don't. I did 2 motherfucking videos on Wilder Fury ticket sales because it was a live stream. You know what? I haven't explained nothing to you, scum. That make me sick. So let's talk about the fight. I don't even know where to start. Should we start with Bikinigate? Let's start with Bikinigate. Now, let me tell you something. I got to be honest with you. Is it a crime that they are female boxers? And me being a boxing media reporter, there are, certain things that we can't do, we can't talk about, but can we admire the beauty? If that's a crime, then lock me up and throw away the damn key. Lock me up. Lock me up. This is hot. Is this not hot? It's pretty hot to me. It's so hot. When I look at Claressa Shields, let's talk about it. I like that rough ruggedness. A little bit of Ratchet. But she's Ratchet in there. She's from Flint. Look, I did some research. Let's go take a little ride around Flint. I did some research. This is where she's from. They got bad water. Don't drink the water. This is Flint. That's Flint. She's from the hood. Unkept grass at the gas stations. I like that. Lock me up. Go ahead, officer. Take me away. Take me away. But hey, we're here to talk about boxing. Let's stop being thirsty fuckboys. We're here to talk about boxing. Here. Let's go back to where it started. Wait, I got the let me pause the video. Let's take a little break. It's getting a little hot in here. I'm feeling a little parched. Maybe I'm a little thirsty. Who knows? We'll be right back.
She's coming in front of me and holding the hand of me. Like, what's going on? I push her back.
I wanted to grab her shirt, let her know you're next, to let her know I'm not scared of you. What you gonna do to me? I'll whoop your little way. Right here. Thinking you gonna press me out, especially when we in Detroit. You're not gonna press me out in front of my people. Never. Right now. You too. I don't wanna be the bad guy. But when a girl steps me the wrong way and she thinking it's okay to talk about my mom or my sister.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This was so lit. Remember? That was so lit.
Promotion going on right now. Yeah, that's what it is.
Listen, keep on harassing me on the internet.
Okay, now this is where it begins. We're going to call this Bikinigate. So apparently, no, somebody looking a little jelly. Somebody looking a little. I'm not saying she is. I'm just, I'm selling the fight. I don't know. But this whole bikini stuff been coming up a lot.
Dude, she can keep posting her bikini pictures, keep liking them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is women's boxing. I'm not jealous. My butt's bigger than yours. I'm not jealous.
Oh, it is. I can't say that stuff. Hold up. Just to be on the safe side.
No. I've got DMs from my fans where she DM'd them saying I'm ugly. She DM'd them saying I'm fat. Some guy commented on her page and said I was a transvestite or something. And she liked the comment. And it was like, and you call yourself being a world champion? It's okay, because I'm going to break her face when we fight.
I know, I heard it a few times and it's not new for me because maybe she's jealous of my face.
Oh, I love it.
But she have to catch me before she's mess up my face.
So, yo, is this shit not good? Come on. Now, we get to see, like, legally, we get to see, like, chicks fight each other and, like, talk shit to each other and, like, talk major shit and, like, kind of broken English a little bit. I mean, her English is good, but that shit sounds crazy. For example, listen to this. Listen to this shit right here. Oh, this is going to be, oh, I'm loving it. The undercard got Samuel Peter on it, though. We're going to talk about that later on in the video. Shout out to Steve Kim, too. She is mad at him. Oh, man. Hold up. Wait, where was I at? Yo, shut up. Y'all shut up. Let me get this.
Even when I was 5'8.5" before I reached 5'9", I fought against a girl in the Olympics, 6'4".
He was on the safe side.
6'2". Girl from Russia, 6'2". Them big girls. Not the biggest girl I've ever fought before. But I tell you what, you got a hell of a jab, and I look forward to seeing it in 413.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that jab, too. I want to see that jab. Christina Hammer is huge, though. She is huge, and she, like, literally 6 feet. Well, 5'11" she's listed at.
What are the advantages that you think you do bring into the ring, as well as your...
Looking like a Spice Girl.
What do you think you do better than her?
She say that she fought a lot of tall girls, right? Okay. But I can use my reach, I can use my movement, and my footwork, and my experience, and my boxing skills, and the stronger one will win. And I give everything to push myself, to prove myself, to show you, say, who is Lady Hammer?
You mentioned being ranked.
I like how she just so smug with it, though. Like when she first got in the ring to confront Claressa Shields, and she was like, like I beat them both in the same night. I was like, oh shit.
Ringside.
Listen to this. This is Bikinigate.
Last year.
Oh no, it's the ring shit.
You won one fight, and then Claressa won a fight. You leaped into the ring afterwards.
Yeah.
Situation got a little out of hand. What did you learn from that? What were you trying to do? Were you trying to provoke Claressa there, or did the emotions just kind of get over everybody?
Yeah, it was a little bit funny, like, coming to the ring. She calls me, I was like, I whoop your ass, I whoop your ass. And I said, okay, come on, what's going on? I'm here. Try to whoop my ass. And then...
You tried to whip her ass.
Yeah, she did. She did say she was going to whoop her ass, y'all.
Okay, first and foremost,
But she got in the ring.
to her, it was like I had just finished fighting. It was the first fight I ever got knocked down in.
Right.
And you know, you get to the point to where you like, this is a big fight for me. You know, I had been all. It was two titles on the line, so it's like I worked my butt off at camp and I trained hard. And it's like after every fight, she's jumping in the ring. I'm like, why does she keep getting in here? Like, we've already promoted the fight. Get the fuck out. Like, go away. And then it's like, I know we were getting ready, you know, to promote our fight, but it was like, give me my time to shine. Like when she fought in Germany or she fought somewhere, you didn't see me in the ring like, I beat you. You know, it was like, okay, you won, congrats. I wasn't, you know, I felt like the first time when she did it, I promised to God.
Let's be honest though. Oh, by the way, you can watch both of these on Showtime. This one right here is All Access. This one you're seeing right here is All Access Episode 1. From my understanding, there's 3 of them, so expect more content during fight week. This is on the Showtime page. And this is the sit down with Karen Mulvaney. I forgot to pronounce his name. He used to work with HBO. I'm glad to see him get another gig, especially over on Showtime. So, we got to talk about the division.
Everybody told me to be nice to her, and I was like, all right, cool, why wouldn't I be? And then she gets in the ring and say, after I beat Nikki Aller, like, I beat you both. I was like, damn.
Yeah, she did say that. But let's go look up some things, right? 8-0 with 2 KOs, Claressa Shields. She wanted to compete at 168 pounds, you know, like she did during her debut when she fought Franchon Cruz DeZern. It's a very good fight for her debut, by the way, especially if you know who DeZern is. But she hasn't been fighting. Like, she's doing more modeling shit, and I'm wondering, like, what, like, you know? She had that big win. Let me see if she fought or I missed it. I don't remember. Yeah, like, well, that was in September. It's not too long of a way away. All right. But, you know, that division, that 100, the point I'm trying to make is that 168-pound division don't have nobody in it. Like, the meat and potatoes was at 160 where Claressa Shields went and where this fight with Christina Hammer is taking place. The only issue is right now the 160-pound division is growing. You know, even with Hannah Rankin getting exposure. You got Raquel Miller out there and a couple of other fighters. Let me go look. But in my opinion, 154 is really deep in regards to that upper crust of past 147. Like 154 is where everything is at, like where fighters can meet at. Like, for example, can Christina Hammer, who has fought at 154 at one point in time, correct? No, she hasn't. Well, when she first debuted, you know, I don't know if she can make 154 anymore. But it seems like, for example, like look at Cecilia Brakus. She's fighting at 147 pounds, undisputed. Right now, she's looking like she's at the last end of her career, but it doesn't look like she wants to go up or even go down. You know, for example, I would love to see Cecilia Brakus versus Hannah Gabriels at a 154. You know, and then, you know, depending on what Claressa Shields, you know, and Hammer do at 160, because one of them will be undisputed. Will they have another fight, you know, and where would they have it at? And also, can either of these fighters, as I said, make 154? Now, let's just go ahead and say a lot of people don't understand that Katie Taylor is fighting at 135 pounds. She's 135-pound champion, right? Do the math. This fight is taking place at 160. Katie Taylor, she got crazy psycho eyes on this picture. Psycho killer eyes. I don't like that one. They got to get her a new picture. But the reason why this fight has been prolonged, or it hasn't happened like it was supposed to happen last year, is because from what I'm getting from it, we don't know, but apparently it's being alluded to, you know, that, you know what I'm saying? Christina Hammer maybe had some, you know, some lady problems, you know. That's all I'm going to say about that. But it was a legitimate injury. And also, Claressa Shields during this interview had not alluded, but talked about how, you know, we had our doctors go over, we saw the paperwork and everything, and it was legit. But Claressa Shields got to lighten up. Now, I do like the fact that she's outspoken. You got to be outspoken, especially when they are. It's a good thing, but it's also unfortunate that right now they are the pioneers of this new resurgence of women's boxing being broadcast on this scale and being paid this much attention to thanks to the social media generation. But she's having a difficult issue, like, crossing over and being like, now, I'm not saying, you know, as the words being thrown around, you know, like loosely thrown around. It's so loosely thrown around. Like, that shit just make you want to smack a nigga. Like, Pat, like, you niggas don't know. Like, you know, like, this whole shit of being a coon. Like, I'm not saying she have to change who she is, but it's certain shit she has to be careful of because she rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. A lot of important people. And I know she knows who I'm talking about. Or people, thing is, like, shit gets around. And I ain't been hearing it just from one person. Or just one entity, you know? So, for example, like the whole Rung Visai tweet, you know, in regards to him being ranked higher than her on the zone list, it's like, you know, it came across as she didn't know who Rung Visai is. I'm not saying it's true, but she has gotten a lot better. But for me, as being a journalist, and I know me being a black journalist, I can say it. It's like she be coming across the wrong way sometimes, and I don't think she mean to do it. Like, she from the hood. But yeah, she's successful from the hood, so she got to still maintain her roots, obviously. But, you know, I don't want to talk about it too much because I already know that shit going to motherfucking piss people off and they're going to twist that shit all up. But anyway, you're not the world, dumbass, and why would I be jealous about bathing suit when we're having a boxing match? I mean, you know, but she do have to understand, like, see, let me tell you something I've learned. People really think that, me, for example, that I'm sitting here or I'm on my phone, like when I get a bad comment, and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker commented this. Oh, let me motherfucking, oh, I'm mad, you fucking bum. I'm motherfucking, no, I don't, motherfuckers, you can't be mad at these motherfucking weirdos on social media. You can antagonize them, though, like to make them think that you're mad, but you can't take none of this shit seriously when they say shit or post shit because a lot of times they may be trying to do shit to push a button, you know? But honestly, is it a crime? I like Claressa Shields' body, but I can't say it. You know? That's messed up. This world is so cold. But it is crazy how she be losing all that motherfucking weight, though. I think her boyfriend is her strength and conditioning coach. He be doing a motherfucking good-ass job because she be cutting weight and she don't be having no issues like gassing out or nothing. And she only got 2 KOs, so she be going a distance. And I do want women's boxing to get 3-minute rounds, man. What do we got to do? I think they need 3-minute rounds. I honest to God think that women need 3-minute rounds because imagine going late into the fights. You get to find out who these women really are. Like a 10-round fight, you know, going what? You know, but that's going to take a lot of overhaul. But see, fighters like her and Katie Taylor and Cecilia Brakus, you know, if they have all the belts, they, you know, would be able to control the sanctioning bodies. You see what I'm saying? And tell them, listen, we want 3-minute rounds. It's going to help our sport. We are the champions with all your belts. You know? It's my personal opinion. This video is almost damn near 20 minutes long. So expect a lot of content. We are going to be covering that fight. I don't know. I got to talk to one of my colleagues to see if he's going because we did put in an application to go. For credentials. And I might slide out there for the press conference, you know, or the weigh-in. You know, likely the press conference because fighters, you know, be too hungry and they be wanting to get the fuck out of there. So likely the final press conference, I might slide out there. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. The fight's next week on Showtime, Saturday, right? The 13th. Right? Let me check, man. It's the 13th. Oh, wait, before we go, let's go look at the undercard. Ew. Jaron Ennis was supposed to be on the undercard, and I was pissed when I read, like, damn, what the fuck they take him off for? Yeah, it's next Saturday on Showtime. I do want to see Elena Gardiner. You pronounce her name? But they got Samuel Peter on there. Ew. Well, the ladies getting their money. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.